session. Okay, recording start. So thank you everybody to join this evening. Yes, and we are now 9th of October. We will have share your story, episode 2, interview with Simona from Matera.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Simona. And also Bojana from Novi.
Hello.
Thank you. And today we are recording the gallery view. So, and we will upload this video on YouTube later on. So if you don't want to be seen your face, please make video off. But if you are okay, we are so happy to see your face. Ah, Francesco.
Hello.
From Matera, nice. So a lot of people are joining. Thank you for joining us. Yes. So we will start sharing screen. Just a moment. Sorry, I was so excited to see your face and I didn't prepare my presentation. But this is episode 2. We started episode 1, interview with Margozia and also Misaki. Margozia from Galway, Misaki from Japan. This is exchange, barter exchange project. So we are now I need to figure it out. We are now second time to have this session, and we also have a twin project, which is Discover My City. It happened last month, which was a presentation about Galway. And we are expecting to have a second session of Discover My City next month. Yes, then we will have share screen. Yes, and from the beginning. Can you see the screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so this is the beginning. So we would like to ask first Simona to give us your short introduction, please.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Simona Mongelli. I'm 20 years old and I come from Ginosa. So I'm not from Matera actually. Ginosa is a small city really close to Matera. For the same reason, I spent my 5 years of high school mostly in Matera, and since last year, I'm not living in Italy anymore. I'm an architecture student, and I'm studying at the Delft University of Technology in the Netherlands. So I'm really happy to share my story today.
Thank you, Simona. And next is Bojana. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone again. My name is Bojana. I'm 26 years old. I'm originally from Montenegro, but I'm living last 6 years in Novi Sad, Serbia. I finished the Faculty of Tourism, but currently I'm a program member in European Youth Capital Opens, and also I'm an associate in Novi Sad Volunteering Service.
Thank you, Bojana. So we would like to ask both of you, firstly, about your volunteering experience in arts and culture, since you are from Matera 2019, European Capital of Culture, and also Novi Sad, which is going to be European Capital of Culture. It was planned next year, but we will see 2 years from now. Yeah. So we would like to ask first Simona about your volunteering episode, please.
Of course, yes. So, okay. So the city you can see in the picture is Matera, and it's the same you can see also on my background. And like in general, I've always I get a sexy Matera like because of arts and culture. And arts and culture means a lot for me. I always had a real personal connection with every issue concerning arts and culture. And it starts from my educational background because, as I said before during my introduction, I've been an art high school student in the high school of Matera for 5 years. And I remember like my first year in high school was in 2014, and it was like the same year when Matera was going to be named European Capital of Culture in 2019. So I remember the first day of school. I was asked with all students of my school. We were asked to draw some flags and to paint some flags like that were useful like to decorate the city later for the nomination. And every time, like I remember about the day when Matera was named European Capital of Culture of 2019, I really feel touched, and it was just the beginning of like a kind of parallel experience uh, with my school experience as well. So I started this I don't know like how to say this path with this event that you can see in the picture, and I always have this kind of belonging when something is going on around me, and I feel a duty to show my own interest, and I always want to give my home, like to take action in some way. So the picture you see right now is my first official step in volunteering, and it's actually for Matera, but it's still not Matera because you can probably recognize me. I'm in the group together with other two people from the Matera 2019 Foundation, which are Massimiliano Burdi and Francesco Caldarora, and there are two more people, and they are Caterina and Ucha. They are like on the left side of the group picture, and it was like this event is like a coincidence because we were here in Leeuwarden, which was European Capital of Culture in 2018. And during the year, I was having like an exchange program. I was doing an exchange program with another international association, and I got the news that some people from the foundation of Matera were coming were coming to the Netherlands because they were having this kind of neighbors day with other people from other European capital of culture. And so I heard the news and I said, oh, it's really interesting. I would like to participate. And actually, when I was having this exchange program, they placed me one more time in a city which was really close to European capital. So I was living the same situation that I was where I was used like in Italy. So yeah, I really enjoyed during this event listening to many stories and also learning some strategies or how get people like involved, or like how like volunteers can participate in best way, like to many activities that the European capitals were organizing. And then in the next picture, like this was a really nice like an experience that I did in Plovdiv. So after this first trial in the Netherlands, when I did, as I said, my first official step, I realized that I had a fantastic experience in the garden. So I in 2019, like 2019 was coming, was really close, and I thought, oh, it would be really interesting to become an official volunteer for Matera. And in January, we were selected together with Francesco and Mariangela. We were selected to go to help the Plovdivian volunteers to get prepared for the opening event. And so we went together there, and I was like one of I was part of the web team of Matera 2019, and my role was trying to get people informed about all events going on in the city and try to make connections between Matera and the other European capitals. Um, in the next picture, it's like one of the days that we were there in Plovdiv, and during these days, it was actually a week, we were asked by some some people from Plovdiv. It was really nice, and the two girls you can see between me and Mariangela, they were really nice because they were volunteers and they just brought us to see the city, to have a tour. They were our tourist guides. It was really nice, and we were here actually in front of the theater because the Matera brass band that I followed during the days, they were having a great performance with the like in the theater, and yeah, it was incredible. And I think there is the next picture. There is also nice. It's actually in front of the stage that we built up during the for the opening ceremony for Plovdiv 2019. And here I'm with a Plovdivian volunteer and a Dutch volunteer. And one of the most beautiful thing I had during the days was like that I got in touch with many people, and I have still contact with them, and that's the power of sharing, I think. In the next picture, then it's nice. Like it's like the last picture we took together. I think it was the last day here during the week. So what we did actually, it was helping the volunteers with many activities, like to get the city to make the city even more beautiful for the opening ceremony. And here was the last day. I remember we had a fantastic conversation with all volunteers because we talked about what we like the most and what we would like to have also in our in the next events or together. So I really appreciated like taking part to this big event. Then like in the next photo, it's like I don't know, my team. I don't know, but it's actually the team from Matera 2019 because Plovdiv was named was having the opening ceremony just some weeks, I think a week before Matera. And when I came back to Italy, of course, I wanted to take part during the opening ceremony of my city. And here we there's this great group picture, and yeah, and then then it starts a nice week, and I think there is also another picture which is the next one. Yes, it's this one when these are like some Plovdivian volunteers, and here we met during the day of the ceremony, and they came in Matera to just to participate to the opening ceremony. It was really nice because we met up in the main square, and we took a picture. I did it really fast because of course I was really like trying to help the other volunteers to get everything prepared, well prepared, and to make all the things going well. So this is actually what like my volunteering experience, and yeah, I'm really glad to be part of this great community.
Thank you so much, Simona. I'm happy that to hear that your experience in Plovdiv, it was actually the preparation for joining Matera opening ceremony, and you received Plovdiv Frontier to Matera after you experienced frontiering in Plovdiv. Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
And one another question before moving to Bojana, I would like to ask you, what is the value for you? What is the value of arts and culture?
Yeah.
What's the, for you, I understood that you studied in Matera, which is beautiful background. That is Matera view. It looks like we are in Matera watching you. So what was for you the value of arts and culture?
Yes, I think so. I told you like really briefly my story, and everything I did till now, every experience I did with Matera or even not with Matera, it's everything like concerning arts and culture. So I think every experience I did is strongly related to this value, because arts and culture is actually like a way to look at what's happening around you. It's like something that makes you stay alive, that that lets something burning inside you. And like when you look around you in this way, when you have like arts and culture, when you are able to use these magic tools, then arts and culture can take the control of you, and you are able to create very interesting connections between a lot of people. So that's what I like the most.
Thank you. And I imagine that through volunteering, we have this chance. You had the chance to burn something in yourself
Yes,
with art and culture after your high school.
of
Thank you
course.
so much. Yeah, thank you so much. So we will come back later to you, Simona, so put
Yes, I
some
will be here.
questions. Yeah, thank you. But we would like to move next to Bojana. Could you please share your volunteering story with us?
Of course. So my first volunteering experience was at an international conference about dialogue about new cultural spaces 3 years ago. After that, I had so many experiences. Some of them are, for example, this one. These are some of my first steps where I realized and a way got to know myself and get out of my comfort zone is on International Volunteer Day. I felt the first workshop. The theme was motivation, and there were 30 people, I think, which was out of my comfort zone. And I think I got successfully out of it. And after that, I got to know what I want to do. So on the next one, uh, this is a happy smiling photo from volunteers of the Novi Sad of the Novi Sad Capital of Culture in the city center. I think it was made of the end of the volunteering activities. So you can see here the usual mood after and during the volunteering here. Next, this is my favorite. I like to call this photo mix because as you can see here, we have a mix of young volunteers and seniors. And there is also a coordinator of voluntary service, Voya. Voluntary service Novi Sad also includes seniors and has calls open for them to participate and provide support, and they're really great, and together with us you cannot see the difference in the years because they fit so good to the group. So for me personally, I really enjoy volunteering with them. Next, Mayumi, please. Here we representing European Youth Capital Novi Sad Opens, and this is one of my favorite volunteering activities. I started as a volunteer at various youth events, and one of the most beautiful experience I single out of the festival, I visit with them. So this is my favorite, I also said. Next, we go better. So my first international volunteering experience, a lot of challenges, but every challenge I accepted in a colorful way, like us here. And here you also can see Mayumi. In what I want to say about this also, in addition to all challenges we had on this event, because the event of Capital of Culture in Plovdiv was great, we enjoyed every moment. We got to meet both local and international volunteers. And considering that was the first time to me to attend something like that, and even like that, I was just absorbing everything, and I brought only great impression to Novi Sad. Next photo, this is a meeting of president of International Festival of Theater, Mr. Kiriak. We had opportunity to meet him and introduce ourselves, and we were international volunteers, so we had a chance to meet actors and companies that were performing on the festival. So this is one of my favorite adventure, I like to say. I think the next one is also Sibiu. Yeah, that's true. We were part of the performance on one of the French company here. We had a training before, and we had a grand performance in front of the audience. It was unforgettable working with them, and we were very excited to be part of it. And on this photo is Maglosia. She is from episode 1. The last one is Very interesting. On this photo, we have different capital of cultures volunteers. We have here Plovdiv, Bulgaria. We have here Matera, Italy, Galway, Ireland, and of course Novi Sad, Serbia. And we all wearing t-shirts representing our cities and capitals. I think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I can remember your happy faces, especially talking about the French company. It was outdoor performance and you trained in advance several days and you turned to performer, one of the performers, extra volunteer. So it was
not like extra volunteer. We had actually 2 performances, so not just 1.
Yes, and we can recognize how exploded that you were as a performer. Thank you so much. Yeah, and one question, the same question also I asked Simona, what's the value for you, arts and culture, being volunteer?
I think the art and culture are very valuable because it gives people a chance to express their feeling and creativity in their way they want, and also the audience experience in their own way, which is also weapons the imagination of the audience and can teach them something, of course, with that. That's it.
Thank you so much. So we will stop sharing. The photo is ending, and we can see a lot of people. Asia, volunteer coordinator of Rijeka, is also here. Pier Paolo, a lot of people. Thank you, Branca. Welcome. Hello, hello. So we would try to continue several questions, but from you as audience volunteer, we would try to also receive your feedback. And if you have any question, please put in chat, or we will have some feedback interactive time later. So please make memo of if you have question to Bojana and Simona. So we will continue, and also Italo, we can see Italo. Hello, Italo, and Massimiliano, I think. Yay, thank you so much. So they are from Matera 2019. As you see, Simona's background is beautiful Matera. Ciao, ciao. Okay, so let's move to next question. I would like to ask Simona. Yes. I know that your first experience was happened in Leeuwarden, which was European Capital of Culture 2017. How was your motivation to join the lecture?
Yes.
Happened in Leeuwarden? What was the motivation of your first volunteering?
Yes. Okay, it actually is it was a bit strange because I started officially when I was in the Netherlands, and the Netherlands are pretty far from my city, so it sounds a bit strange. But I mean, it's also quite understandable since when you are really far from your own hometown, you develop a different sense of belonging, and it comes from the condition, like from the people you are living in that moment. So what you are experiencing in that particular time of your life. I believe it's really possible to give your own real support as volunteer, even if you are somewhere else. Because I mean, volunteering, it's actually wanting to do something for not for like to do something not just for someone, but for everyone. And my personal motivation before starting volunteering was this. Well, I have a kind of story about my city with my city. I would like to share my story as much as I can, and at the same time, I also want to listen to other stories. So you never stop because you never stop discovering the place where you were used to live, where you always live. So I said to me, "Oh, Simona, just let's start with volunteering," and that was my step.
Nice, thank you. And I like what you said, volunteering for somebody, but actually is for everybody, including maybe you, me as well.
Exactly, yeah. It's like, it's what I think the most. It's like the definition of volunteering.
Thank you so much. And the same question to Bojana, what was your initial motivation to be a volunteer?
So as I said, I'm not originally from Serbia. So I think it's a good opportunity to be active in new town is to start volunteering. So my motivation is to meet new people. And because I was in new town, I didn't have many friends. So, and also I want to learn, of course, new things. I want to improve myself, my communicative skills, to learn how to be more open, to speak freely to new people. And also what is important to contribute to community, to help others, give support. So that is my motivation. So that's all goes much bigger. So now I'm not just in Novi Sad. I have friends all around the world, I can say. So I think that I made a good decision when I started volunteering. I think.
Yes, you made a good decision. We can say bravo. Yeah, so I would like to also continue asking. First, Simona, can you describe 2 words about volunteering for you?
Okay, okay, it's pretty hard, like because it's actually a huge concept, but okay, like I would say it's hard to say well, but since I work every day like with the space because I'm studying architecture, I think I like to think about volunteering as a kind of open space. So the 2 words are open space because imagine like you have an empty field where there is the possibility to grow up some chances and opportunities. Like volunteers are those people who look at this field and they see there many opportunities, like many ideas, many things that they can do. So they don't see at this they don't look at this field like an empty field. They are not afraid of the empty field, but they see it could be that it can be like a good construction site for many different ideas. And this condition what the think what like the power of the people thinking the same thing makes a kind of network that brings people together.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much. We all know that the theme of Matera 2019 is open future.
Yes.
So
Mm.
from future and your point of view as like student of architecture,
Yes.
open space is bravo that you
Yeah,
described
yeah.
very well. Thank
That's really
you.
like that.
Thank you so much. I agree. I totally agree that open space. Thank you. And next, Bojana, could you please describe in 2 words?
We love your 2 words. That's impossible, but I think about it. I want to say give and gain, because when you volunteer, you give your time, you put effort and positive energy. And at the same time, you gain new friends, new experience, new knowledges and skills. So give and
Wow.
gain, it's 2 words, just short.
Yeah. Yes, but bravo, give and gain. True. Yes. I imagine that everybody can run a lot of things through volunteering. Yeah. So I agree with you. Thank you. So next question that I would like to ask you. So what was your expectation when you started volunteering? It fulfilled or not? What was the point? Maybe Simona,
Yes,
you
yes, I
start.
can
Yes, thank you.
give an answer. Like, of course, I think when you start, like, you feel always a bit afraid with doing your first step. I mean, personally, I was really shy. You always doubt yourself about being sure to say the right thing in the right situation. But personally, I thought that also taking part to a large community was like putting me into something where I might be feeling lost. So, but I've become an official Matera 2019 volunteer when the group was pretty consistent. So there are many volunteers in Matera, and they started this experience from several years. So I was a bit late, but then that was scaring me a bit. But at the end, I got in touch with many people, and I found my way also checking activities or meetings that I found pretty fascinating or just interesting, because I was looking at them as something useful because of my personal interest, like in architecture or in design. For example, in the city, like there was this kind of organization which is which is called the Open Design School, and it's actually the way when how I started also um, to build up my approach with Matera 2019 with some school experiences. And I found that really, really nice. So my expectations were like in the beginning, okay, maybe I will feel lost at a certain point, because of course volunteering is always a huge community. But then I found my way. I found myself. So it was then everything went really, really good.
Mm. Thank you so much. Yeah, I heard about Matera Open School. It's
Yeah,
still
open design
continued.
school.
Yeah, Open
Yeah,
Design School. Yeah, maybe we will ask later from Carla about what is going on now in Matera after title year, if Carla is okay.
I think she
Yes.
will. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Then the same question to Bojana. What was your expectation when you started volunteering, and is it fulfilled?
So my expectation is to know the city better. People there, just Simona said, to find myself in some way. And also I want to know what I like to do, what not. I want to find some opportunities. I want to try something, and what is good when you volunteer, you have a chance to be, I like to say, behind the scene, or and see how some organization or some event goes. And I think that's definitely fulfilled for me. I see a lot of stuff what I like it, so it's fulfilled.
Yeah, thank you so much. Maybe we can know if Carla is ready. Can we ask Carla, volunteer coordinator of Matera 2019, about your experience as a coordinator and also what is happening now in Matera? Could you please, Carla?
Sure. Anyway, hello to everyone. It's a really pleasure to see this colorful, picture. And I think it's amazing to see all the connection, the interconnection, they build up, the volunteers participate to this amazing, opportunity. And I found it, what I really like, what Simona say is that, and she found it her way, to be a volunteer. And I think it is happening with everyone, this is the powerful thing, to be a volunteer. That it means not everyone has to do the same thing or has to participate, in the same way and the same times. But this is up, to us as a coordinator to give a possibility, to everyone, and each of the volunteer can bring, his personality and give their own opportunity. Sorry, this was just, an introduction that I wanted to underline. I started, quite late actually as a volunteer coordinator. Was 4 months before the opening, so it was a really rushing time for me to organize, this amazing, team. It's been obviously an amazing experience. I've been lucky also, with the volunteers, the people, they really wanted, they were waiting for this moment for such a long time, especially, people, volunteers from Matera. So there was obviously an amazing, mood. After the ending obviously of this amazing year, there was also the expectation, okay, now what? Now what we're gonna do? The reason why most of the volunteers from Matera, they couldn't participate to this meeting is because just today, you know, they organize a meeting that has been postponed so many times because of the COVID, because there is the idea, they wanted to meet up, you know, officially as an association. And this is part of the process that, you know, the foundation decided, you know, to do and to, you know, to allow to the volunteers to continue, you know, this opportunity, especially to give them the possibility to organize, you know, themselves. So this is one of the piece of legacy, let's say, of the Foundation Matera Basilicata 2019. It's not been an easy moment, but I think this, you know, for everyone after, you know, with the COVID. But this month has been an official, let's say, reopening, restart for the foundation in Matera, because they started again with other, you know, event, and especially, you know, during this month there is a festival that is called So Far So Close. And the idea is just, you know, to bring, you know, art and culture also in the other town, other small village actually, that is not just, you know, Matera, and to try to create connection using art, obviously respecting the rules, you know, the limitation due to the COVID. And in this aspect, the Open Design School did a really great job, because this is a team of different people, young people specialized in architecture, design, engineer, and they are, you know, they are working really hard about the dressing up of this, you know, event in a different places, and making sure and to guarantee, you know, the safety of this place. And this has been created always in connection artists. So I think it was amazing, this kind of dialogue between the Open Design School and the artists, and also obviously during this event the contribute of the volunteers was also really helpful, you know, to make sure, you know, for the people, everyone, you know, could be clear what to do and how still, you know, they could participate to an event, even, you know, if it's a really hard time.
Thank you, Carla. And I saw on the screen, Italo is together with you coordinating Matera.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. So basically, Italo, Massimiliano, they are now with the other volunteers, because they set up this meeting to discuss about the possibility to organize, you know, this association. So they are trying, you know, to connect, but at the same time, so they're trying to chatting and to talk with the volunteers. It's not been easy to find a day where they could meet, you know. So unfortunately, they found the day was today, and so they're trying to do both.
Yeah, but they can receive the video recording, and they can check, yeah, and they can see also Simona's beautiful Matera's picture and her experience volunteering Matera. Thank you, Carla. And if I can jump to Boja, who is Novi Sad volunteer coordinator, I hope that you expected to speak something about, yeah, if you can. If you not, we will move back to the question. Boja, can you comment something about, yeah, okay, please.
Just to say hello to everybody. It's good to see old people. I mean, it's good to see people. We are young, yeah. I'm proud on Bojana, and just say hello. You're doing a good job, and I see that this is really good, colorful, as Carla said. A lot of different people, a lot of different connections between our network and volunteers, and this looks like we are doing a good stuff, and we are having a good work. Who knows what will happen in 2 or 3 years? Just imagine what will happen. Yes. Any specific question, or just?
No, just general comment from you. And yeah.
Yeah, that's my general comment. I'm enjoying.
Thank you. Listening,
yes.
their story. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Funny.
So
Thank
now
you.
we can thank you, Boja. And let's hope that we have more exchange project starting from past European Capital of Culture to future European Capital of Culture volunteering project. so that we have more colorful space we can create. Yeah, thank you so much. Then I would like to go back to Simona. One question: that did volunteering experience changed you? I heard that you were shy before, and not only shy or not, if you have something that you can share with us, volunteering experience changed you?
Yes, I think yes, but I also think that the right word to describe what volunteering did for me is that it challenged myself. Like it was not really like changing, because I feel more open, and I'm also like I feel free to be responsible, and it's like a paradox. It's like free to be responsible is quite a tricky thing, because you think every time that being in contact with many people like allows you to interact with a lot of confidence. Of course, I've learned that it's nice to give a contribution into a group, joining feelings, but it's also really important to be also always kind, to be always to have always respect with other people. And you'll see later that being aware of your role, of your space in a kind of community gives you back a lot of advantages. And if if you are motivated, if there's motivation and respect on both sides, then the power of sharing will take place your actions. Yes.
I see. Thank you. Not changed, but challenged.
Challenge. Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think it's the best word to describe the process along years. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much. Yeah. Then next to Bojana, same question. Volunteering experience changed you or challenged something to you new?
I can say the volunteering experience changed me in many ways. I'm less and less a shy girl. I am more open, I'm easygoing, I'm not afraid to speak in front of public, and I'm not afraid of camera and giving an interview, as you can see now. Also, I see my community in a different way. I have stronger feeling to help, and I really like that feeling when I help someone. Also, energy that I can describe, and after every volunteering experience I have a strike of energy which I bring home, and I feel very thankful for every challenge I had, and that every challenge break my comfort zone, and I was I getting comfortable. So the answer is yes, that I had a lot of experience who changed me.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. I agree that sometimes we need to step out from our comfort zone. And volunteering is, as Simona said, is a challenge to try even something that we never experienced, to help people. It's not only for myself, for yourself, but together with people, that sometimes we will break our comfort zone to step out to new space. Yeah. And what I liked what Bojana said, that volunteering experience changed more and more like brave, less shy. That's the reason that you both of you are now in front of camera, sharing your experience to people, and also in public when it's uploaded on YouTube. So it's really wonderful that you have a lot of challenge, that you are not hesitate to challenge something new. And I imagine that the volunteering experience gave you this courage. And I also, if you allow me to speak a little bit about one of volunteer from Romania, Sibiu, which is also in screen, Bobby, if it's okay talking about you, that he was, I think I shared this episode when it was episode 1. In the beginning, he was more or less a little bit party boy, if I can say. He likes party, but year by year, he's more and more responsible. And of course, we enjoyed a party after volunteering, but he's more passionate about working, volunteering, and he followed one of theater company from Japan to Bulgaria. So he's now very, very passionate about supporting artists, and I saw a lot of changes from him, not only from Bobby, but also a lot of young volunteers who changed their face with confidence after experience of volunteering. So it's really wonderful that we can see your face change, more joy, more like confident. So this is, yeah, I wanted to share. Sorry, Bobby, that I mentioned about you, but I imagine that you are okay. Thank you. Yes.
It's no problem.
Thank you, Bobby. Yes. So next question is, could you please tell me that you would like to continue volunteering, which field, if you have specific idea about next future volunteering activities?
Yes, can I start or Bojana? Can I? Okay. So like, yes, absolutely. I would like to go on with volunteering, but also would like to associate this activity in relation with issues regarding my studies. So since I was really young, I've been always fascinated by art, so architecture, design. I like seeing this kind of interests linked to the concept of community. Actually, also if I have something to do with architecture or design, I always like to do that in relation with society or communities. So I always like the concept of community. And regarding volunteering, I would like to have some experience. I don't know, with professionals. I really enjoyed, for example, some activities that I did with my school, with Open Design School. That was really really helpful for me. Like I have still contacts with someone I've met in those kind of situations, and I like always receiving feedbacks about my work. So about, I don't know, my opinions. Never stop looking for new adventures. So like yeah, of course I would like to keep going like this, and but trying to get like more into the field of architecture and something more specific. Yeah.
I see. Thank you so much. It's also connected with your future vision.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, nice. Keep going.
Yes.
Thank you, Simona. And do you, Bojana?
Why interrupt something what is so good? So of course, since I start volunteering, I didn't stop. Every volunteering opportunity give me a new things, open a new doors, and as long as I can I will volunteer and give my support, because little of our times means a lot of our community and people in it. And you ask in which field? So I mostly turn in youth and culture, but also I'm open in any other field.
Thank you. Yeah, why not being volunteer? Thank you. So next question, we have several, 2-3 more questions, but next question is, I would like to ask both of you to give some tips from your experience, like international exchange experience, to give us some tips, to give other volunteers some tips to be active volunteer in also international field. Could you please share it with us, Simona?
Yeah. I think like my first advice would be um, observing what's happening around you, because when you observe and then when you find something that you see like interesting for you, then something starts also inside you, and like the step to become volunteer is quite natural. It becomes quite natural. So only observing and just try to get involved into this kind of process that are going around into the city in your environment. It's really important. So just observing, because in the beginning, I think personally, I of course I think about my personal experience. I was really shy, so it's really normal to be shy in the beginning, but try to observe, like try to see what's really interesting for you, and then the first step will come really in a natural way, and that step will be like your first I don't know, your first great experience, and many other experience will come in the future. So don't be shy. Don't feel like afraid to try to and to be in contact with many people. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Don't be shy is a
No,
strong
no.
message. Yeah, thank you so much. And you, Bojana, what is
Uh,
your tip you can share with?
Tips is to be more open-minded to other people and also open-minded to other countries and their culture, not to be afraid to try new things, to express your opinion and feelings. For example, I was scared to go to the host family and live there for 7 days, but after just a few moments with them, I feel accepted in their home and I feel like a part of their family. So one more time, be open-minded to other countries and their culture and not to be afraid. That's it.
Thank you so much. But do you have any experience that you had a little bit shocked or something like the cultural difference or different way of thinking from your experience?
No, because they're all country on the Balkans, so it's similar, so nothing so shock. It's everything okay.
I see. Thank you. You, Simona, do you have something?
Personally don't have any shocking experience, but I every time I go somewhere, like visiting new places or get in contact with new people, I always try to like to look at what they like, what they love to do. And I was pretty surprised. I was not shocked, but I was surprised when I went to Plovdiv. I was surprised by the way that people there, like the citizens, they really love their city. And during the ceremony, so like during the week, the preparation for the ceremony, like they were trying to do every effort to make the city like so ready for the nomination. So, and they really like they were doing so much effort to keep like going during the week, that it was really incredible. Like it's one of the best things I've experienced in the sense of community.
Wow, thank you. Yeah, I also agree that people hospitality, and as long as we are volunteer, we are similar feeling that helping other people for everybody. So as long as we observe and we are like being open-minded, and we can find the best way to get over if something happened in even something happened among us. Yeah, thank you. So yeah, so next question is changing the subject. How is your current situation in, I know that Simona, you are in Netherlands studying under COVID situation.
Yes, like I'm in the Netherlands, and of course I need to stay a lot home because we don't have really lessons in university. But like since we are in this situation from several months already, I try to I don't know, like to get this like as something like that's like it's like this, like as a kind of test. So you are you have this pandemic situation, then please like make your life good, even if there is this pandemic situation. So it's like a challenge, because and of course you need to think positively, otherwise like you always feel a bit sad and a bit I don't know, a bit like you don't feel good with yourself. So I think it's really important like to take this pandemic situation as something challenging, something that can give you, it's hard to say, but like that you can experiment a bit other things, and yeah, and at the same time never stopping doing what we're used to do, never stop to do what you love, and go ahead. That's what I try to do.
I see. Thank you. But can you please give some example what is new for you during this situation that you started? Or
Yeah, what I miss a lot, so what it's new and it's also I don't like, is that in my university I was really used to go to university to spend most of the day of my days in university, and so there every week I was used to know new people, and like also casually, you get in touch with someone, and then like you discover something new with other people, and then I don't know, like you can have some opportunities also for your future. That's what I like the most. Like sharing, it's quite hard because you are quite you need to do it online, but at the same time there is still hope. So I don't want to feel sad about that. Just as I said before, just keep going.
yes, I see. Thank you so much. And same question to you, Bojana. What is your situation? I understood that you are also keep volunteering even under pandemic situation, like helping community. Could you please share it with us?
Yeah, I want to first say at the beginning of the whole COVID-19 pandemic situation, I thought I would spend like anybody else, I would spend my free time doing things that I don't have time. But however, everything was changed. So yeah, I started volunteering in this situation, which happened to be a good thing in both ways. First, I wasn't spending time alone in my apartment, and also I helped others. Uh, there is a volunteering. There is a call for volunteering and organizing a COVID-19 hospital with military in Novi Sad, and also packing baggages and go to supermarket, buy some grocery for the older people. And we all do that with very discipline and responsibility because we know why we doing that. So when I wasn't volunteering, I tried to use my free time doing something creative and discover some new hidden talent or something. So I started painting and drawing. So now I have a blue balcony with flowers, which I personally paint. So to conclude, I feel sad about all this situation, but I also found something good in this. I have new experience, which I will remember my whole life, and also I have a new hobbies, which is very great.
Nice, nice. So you found new hobbies. Yes.
Yeah, it's very, I don't know how to say. I surprised myself.
Nice. Thank you so much. So continuing this question, after pandemic or after Corona, with Corona, we have this situation. What is your future dream now you're thinking about? Could you please share it with us, Simona? It
Yes.
depends, doesn't matter, personally or volunteering activity. Could you please?
Yes. I mean, it's a super nice question because, okay, of course, I have a dream for the future, which is, of course, working as an architect. But I always think that, okay, I like architecture, but I also like as volunteering teach me like uh, having many trying to get to be in a kind of network with the many people, so with many opportunities at the same time. So what I would like to do like later is just trying, of course, if the pandemic situation allows that, but trying also to travel a lot, so to discover new countries. I'm really interested also in having some experiences in Asia, uh, and uh, and I would like I have a project going on, which is that I'm a mentor. I'm one of the 20 students who were selected to take part like to the Italian pavilion for the expo in Dubai. So which was supposed to be this year in 2020, but of course the pandemic situation postponed it to next year. But I have this project going on, which is really, really interesting. I really hope I could have the possibility, I will have the possibility to go there. And you know, like from many, like from an opportunity, it can be that something else starts. And so I always really like what I'm doing now. So really busy with many things, many activities with this event as well, with the Share My Story episode. I really like. So yeah, this is my present, but I would like to also keep going like this for my future, also in volunteering.
Thank you. Nice. I'm looking forward to hearing your new story, updated story after you experience in Dubai, and also connect with other volunteering. Yeah, you
Yes,
expand
yeah,
yourself.
I'm really excited for that. Yeah,
Thank you. Good luck. Thank you.
thank you very
And
much.
thank you. Bojana, the same question to you. Yes.
So when I came to Novi Sad, I wanted to do something with tourism because I finished Faculty of Tourism. But my vision changed when I started this journey volunteering. So my plans also changed. Now my dream is for the future is to try some things which is related to volunteering. And I want to change something in my city or in my country, of course. And I'm lucky to work in a job which is so closely related to volunteering in general, and I have a chance to my voice heard. Also, one of my dreams is to organize some events, and my current job position in program member of Opens give me a chance to learn about it. So I try to collect my two jobs, like an associate and like a program member of Opens, and do my two dream jobs in the futures. I hope so that will be good.
Yeah, it's really good and how to say, it's a good example for everybody that you started volunteering and you are now team member of organization that European Youth Capital opens. So this means that it's also volunteering experience can be connected with your new career and to find your future dream. This, yeah, I feel listening from your experience. Yes.
After
And
1 year, I started like a program member. So you need less than 1 year to go and find some job, what you want to do. But yeah, I'm a really good example for everyone in this city. And I try to tell my story more and more. So thank you for this calling to share this.
yeah, thank you so much. And it makes other volunteer to be more like motivate to find what they want to do. So also experience of volunteering. And I remember we have a network of volunteer coordinator, and one of coordinator, which is from the ECA, Asia, is also on the screen. Hello, Asia. And we mentioned one of guest speaker from Novi Sad Opens mentioned about you. And everybody said that, oh, but I'm also from tourism. So Asia, you are from tourism, right? Yes. So you studied tourism. We believe that this also related some hospitality, like welcoming tourists, and also big hospitality to tourists and also community. So we can keep going and to find you will be like Asia, yeah, coordinator of volunteering program.
Maybe.
Yes. Thank you so much. So my last question is over. So now is the time both of you to put question each other because you knew each other since last year, but it's good opportunity to put question for each other for both of you.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Do you want me to start with a
Yes.
question? Yes.
Or
Okay.
whichever, it's okay.
Okay, I'm gonna start. I mean, so Bojana, there is there a day in particular during your volunteering experience that you'll never forget?
Of course.
Yeah.
I always remember 5th May 2018 because that was my first volunteering experience. And also at the same time at 5th May 2018 on my first volunteering experience, I meet two crazy girls, which became my closest friend, with who I have in touch still almost every day. And we also have a friend anniversary, I can say, and celebrate it every year. So that's 5th May 2018 changed something in me. I will always remember that.
Really nice. It's really nice.
Thank you. Can I start with my question?
Yes, you can.
Okay. So like Mayumi said, and because we were at the same time in Plovdiv, can you tell us the best moment of those days for you?
Yes. Okay, yeah. What I like the most, like they were the moments where, of course, we were all together and we had some intense moments. I don't know, like sometimes we were so like pretty tired as well to switch from an activity to the other one. But there were some moments where we had like to wait a bit and then we were all together and then they were the best moments because everyone was starting talking about himself a bit or herself and I really liked the most like the moments before every event because like everyone was like feeling really excited to do the activity or to do the performance and before the starting of the performance everyone was telling about his feelings and so that's what I love the most like sharing your own story with someone and as I was saying like one of the answers that I gave during this interview I was really impressed um, like every time the Plovdivian volunteers they were they woke up really early in the morning to make every effort to go to the office and then to help in some way all the members of the foundation and it was really crazy because it was actually like a mess and everyone was excited to see the city be like starting the year as European capital. So these emotions, I will bring them forever. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much. And now we can ask other audience member if they have any question or feedback, if they are okay to be recorded and uploaded on YouTube later on. But if not, please comment on the chat, then we will, yes, Bobby, yes, please. If you have any feedback, question, please don't hesitate to share with us.
Well, I wouldn't say more of a question, but more of a remark. Being part of the session today kind of reminded me of the volunteer work that I used to do, and it's missing even more in this time. I cannot wait to finally at least start and go back slowly and hopefully the next year's Tokyo Olympics won't get postponed anymore and I can finally volunteer there. It's very nice meeting you all and hopefully we can sometimes meet face to face. And who knows, maybe here in Sibiu or maybe me traveling to Novi Sad, to Galway maybe, and even in the beautiful background that Simona has.
Thank you.
What can I say? I don't have any questions at this point, but was great being part of this session once again.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Bobby. And also thank you some comment that from Elena, Galway Volunteer Coordinator, wonderful interview. you want to give some feedback from your side? Can you?
Yeah, I just found both, like Simona and Bojana, thank you so much for sharing your experiences. I just found it really very interesting insights. It's always so interesting to see. It's so personal, but there's something that it's shared by everyone. And what I liked that both of you, Simona, were talking about this open space. It really resonated with me. And Bojana, you were talking about new possibilities. So I just have a quick question for each of you, if that's okay.
Of course.
Get you to talk more. So you were saying, Simona, that when you went to Plovdiv, which was probably 1 or 2 weeks before
Yes.
your opening ceremony in Matera. And I was just curious to know, is it, you know, I don't want you to do a comparison between Plovdiv and Matera, but after your experience in Plovdiv, did your expectations change, or did you bring something back to Matera that you really wanted to share with the other volunteers in Matera? So that's the question for Simona. And then the question for Bojana. You were talking about also because you were kind of new in Novi Sad, so you wanted to get to know people, obviously. So that's obviously a great motivation. And you mentioned that volunteering, you were hoping that volunteering would allow you to actually understand a bit more what you wanted to do with yourself, basically. So I just wanted to know, did it actually help in that sense? Do you have a better idea what you want to do? I know we discovered you're very artistic now, your new hobby, but just in general about the future. So yeah, thank you.
I can start with the answer. What I brought to Matera after my experience in Plovdiv is just something that I believe it's true, but it's actually that beauty is in diversity. So every city, I think every capital, European capital, is beautiful because it's diverse from the other one. So it's an art it's something that I took some time to understand why diversity is so beautiful, because usually we judge thinking about beauty, thinking about that something has to be beautiful, but seeing not I don't like making comparison, but the characteristic you can find in the city, or the feelings, what people want to share with you. That's beautiful, because it's something, it's like a way to build up an approach with the environment and with everything's going on in a city, with the dynamic going on in a city. It's really different from what's happening, and then from what happened in Matera during the opening ceremony. So what I made most strong in myself, it was actually the concept of diversity, and it's one of the things I really like to take in consideration in everything I do now. Also taking part to Expo, it's something that I always bring with me. The diversity is beautiful. It's actually this what I brought to my volunteers.
Thank you.
I always forget to unmute myself. Sorry. I can go. So, answer for your question. I was always very ambitious, and I wanted to do more things, so I wasn't sure what I wanted. I just know that that tourism may be not for me anymore, and with volunteering, volunteering helped me to see what I want to do. And now I really want to do with people and do some job who is very dynamic. And also maybe for this time, like an associate in Novi Sad Volunteering Service, I want to do something related to volunteering in city and country, as I say. And after that, I'm not sure, maybe, I don't know, I'm ambitious, so we can wait maybe 2 years, and after that, my dream always change. I don't know.
Thank you so much. Maybe episode or something you will share your updated, your experience. Yeah. Thank you so much. And one comment from Asia. Thank you, Simona and Bojana, for sharing your stories. Yeah. You want to comment something or it's okay to leave the message only? Asia, yeah,
No,
you can. Yes, please,
I
Asia.
wanted to say that it was really great. It's always nice to hear other experiences, and then just to figure out that we're all the same, that we feel the same, that we are open and connected, even if we are not close. So it's not about the people in the city or in the country, but we all belong to one great society, which is amazing. And thank you for the photo, Simona. It was sad, though, to see the last photo you made, that that means the end of one story. But yeah, eventually everything has to come to an end, even the beautiful European Capital of Culture title. And then we have to continue, move on one way or another. But it was beautiful. And I'm glad to be here today. So thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And I know that Asia Rijeka now is, Rijeka Volunteer is very active under this situation. And I'm so happy for you and be brave and keep continue volunteering with your wonderful volunteers.
Thank you. Yes, we are very, very busy. We are happy to say that. And in just 3 months, last 3 months, we had over 105,000 working hours. Our volunteers made 1,500 working hours. So they are very busy, yeah, and very enthusiastic. It was more than 360 people on the field almost every day. So we are really proud of all of them and so happy to move on with our lives in the most beautiful way that we can, considering everything that strikes us.
Yeah, I'm every time I'm enjoying your photo, that red mask and red t-shirts of Rijeka Volunteer. So keep going, please. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you. And maybe Pie Paolo, Margosier, if you are okay, but if not, you can stay. If you give some comment, since Margosier, you were the first speaker of episode.
I can say.
Yes. And later, maybe Pie Paolo, you can also share with us your experience as a Matera volunteer and also Exchange International project. Yeah, so maybe Margosier first.
Hello, everyone. So I would like to say that, this interview was great and very positive. And actually, even I am doing volunteering now in Galway 2020, that interview refresh something of my dreams in myself, because, you know, ordinary days, and now, for example, some things are closed again, yeah. So you gave me some silver ray, I don't know, very positive. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Margosier. Thank you. And Pie Paolo, can you speak a little bit? Yes. Now mic mute, please.
You hear me now? Okay. So it was really nice hear about the experience of others volunteers. I'm a volunteer from Matera 2019. I had different experience, and I really suggest that others to do it, because you have a lot of opportunity to meet other persons, to have new experience, new opportunity to learn anything. So I really like these meetings in Zoom that you are organizing, because it's really nice to hear about other histories, about other capital of cultures, So I hope we will follow it. You hear me, yeah? I'm really not familiar with Zoom. It's second meeting that I have, so I hope it's all right that what I say.
Yes, yes, perfect.
Have a great day.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And while Pierpaolo was talking, I think Roberta, Italo's camera, they are showing Matera 2019 Frontier meeting.
Yeah, basically they're in the middle of the meeting, so I think they just wanted to say bye to everyone.
I see. Thank you so much. Yeah. And Pierpaolo, if I can ask you about your experience, you came to Japan before. Just a moment, Italo.
Just a moment, Italo.
Hey.
Hey.
And, yay.
Ciao.
Hello, Matera volunteers. Ciao. Ciao. How nice. Yes. Hello, hello.
Nice. Yeah.
Hello. Nice. Thank you, Italo. And sorry, back to Pierpaolo. Can you please a little bit?
Okay.
Please a little bit.
Yes,
share.
I had the opportunity to be volunteer in Japan for the theater festival in Tokyo. It was amazing because Japan is a really great culture. I meet a lot of really friendly and nice people, and it was really a life experience. I hope to go again to visit Japan because we stay like 20 days, but I think you need 3-4 months to understand that this really nice culture, really amazing culture. And I was really happy to participate, and it was really good organized.
Thank you so much. But I believe that it's because you contributed very much to Matera Volunteer. That's also one of the reasons that you got a ticket to Japan as an award of your, yeah, right, Carola? Am I right?
Yes, I can confirm that. I think, everyone really, from Simona, Pierpaolo, Francesco, and Rossella, they've been great. And, when we did, obviously, the interview, to select, obviously, it's been the hardest moment, for us, because everyone had, they deserve, this possibility, because it's a great opportunity in terms of, especially as a human experience. But like in case, with Pierpaolo, he really was so motivated, and he participated to most of the events, so we couldn't say no.
Yeah, we imagine that, of course, everybody is very contributive and very supportive. So it's hard for us to have just 1 or 2 person exchange program. But if now it's a bad situation because of COVID pandemic, but also good situation that we have more interactive time online. But we hope that if we keep continue like creating collaboration programs so that one or more people can be participated to get a chance to have international experience, but not only international experience, but also being volunteer in your city, have a lot of chance to also receive international volunteer. And I believe these are like open door and create open space. I believe that this is today's keyword. Yes.
If I can add something, last thing, it's just like when Simona, she went to Plovdiv, she went, with Francesco, and the reason why we choose them together with another volunteer is that just because they could bring together different kind of experiences. As Simona was saying, she had experience in the web team, so she could see the event from a different perspective. Francesco was really active in terms of, practical and logistic event, so he can give you this kind of contribution. It was for us, it was really important when they come back, you know, from their adventure and to tell us what they learned. It was a really, well, always, you know, we say to the volunteers to obviously to enjoy the experience, to explore, you know, another capital, but also try to learn as much as, you know, they could in terms, you know, to share after with the other volunteers. In a way, you know, they did this, you know, they really, you know, every time that we had an event, like Francesco was to say, oh, actually, you know, in Plovdiv, you know, they did this and this, so maybe we could try in this way. So this is part also of the exchange with Pierpaolo. Was really nice to compare in a nice way, you know, the Japan, you know, style and the way, you know, to approach it. Was so surprised and happy about the kindness, you know, and I think this is something that it will bring, you know, with them, you know, forever, and automatically this is gonna be part of himself and the way you automatically after you approach people. So even if you don't think you are learning, it's so natural, all this process. So I think this was the great experience, you know, for them.
Wow, thank you, Carla, adding this comment. And we can see Francesco. Hello, Francesco. How are you?
Hello, everyone. I'm fine. Actually, now I'm in Matera because of the pandemic. I came back in my city, since now my lessons, my university lessons are in remote, and I'm an active volunteer here in Matera. I stopped for a short period because I went away, but now I am here. And I want to say that when I came again to the field, and when the last month I participated to an event, I felt something special, because whenever you get part into this kind of activities of volunteering, you change, as Carla said. There's a natural process inside you. And actually, I had forgot that. But when I was back the last month in a new activity, which is called So Far, So Close, as Carla said, again, I can perceive something inside me. So what I want to say is that when you decide to become a volunteer, at first you can have an idea. For example, I want to be a volunteer because I want to meet people. Or for example, I like what they do, I like that kind of association. But what you finally get, it's more of what you had planned. So it's a fantastic experience, and I say that everyone should do that.
Thank you, Francesco.
Thank you.
Thank you for your wonderful comment. Yeah, it's true that we can receive. So as Bojana also said, and give and gain the volunteering. So we give our time, maybe we share our time, and we gain something unexpected through volunteering. Yeah, wonderful comment. Thank you so much. Yeah. So I think this is the time to end. So if somebody want to add something, maybe Simona, Bojana, what was your feeling after finishing our interview? Now you are lived, and what you discover through this process, maybe shortly.
After this interview, this is a whole volcano of emotion awoke in me. And I hope that this situation will end so soon, so I can get my suitcase and go on some international volunteer adventure. I hope so soon.
Yeah, for me was wonderful to. I always like to be like in contact with someone and sharing something. Yeah, I really like this interview because actually everyone tells something about everything. Is something comes up so naturally because like it's a emotional platform, this one that we are creating right now. So that's what I like, and That's what comes from the network of European Capital of Cultures. So thank you very much for your support.
Thank you so much. And thank you for everybody here and also be part of our audience. And so Carla, Bobby, Pierpaolo, Francesco, Asia, and we didn't see her or his face. Neru means iPhone, but thank you for being part of our interview session. So we plan to have next project next month is Discover My City, which is twin project. So now is Share Your Story is interview session, and Discover My City is a presentation session. And we expect to have a presentation about Novi Sad by Novi Sad Volunteer. So we will keep update the next project. So please keep in touch and see you next project. Okay, so thank you everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you
Bye,
very
everyone.
much.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye. Have a great weekend.
Yeah, have a
You
great
too.
weekend.
Thank you all. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. We'll finish. Thank you.